As a website designer, my particular niche of clients that I work with happens to be a lot of personal trainers, dietitians, nutritionists, food bloggers, anything in that realm. And so today I want to share some of my favorite quick SEO tips if you are new to the SEO world, new to owning a website. If you're new here, my name's Jess, and this channel is all about helping you create a more smooth and profitable online business. So I hope you subscribe and stick around. And I know a lot of people always ask, how did you get into this niche of helping personal trainers and dietitians? And it's really because of my own life experience. So I was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic when I was 3 years old. So my health has always been at the forefront of my mind, a big part of my day-to-day life. I work out a lot to help regulate my blood sugars, and I eat fairly healthy most of the time. And my husband and I meal prep. It's just a big part of my life. It's something I'm really interested in. If I didn't have to take as many math and science classes, I would love to be a dietitian or a personal trainer. I think that would be really fun, but I don't want to take those classes. So anyway, this video is about SEO tips and helping your website show up in Google search more. So let's dive in. The first step is keyword research. And I really want to encourage you, obviously, to do keyword research. That's important. But to really focus on being more specific with the topics of the content you're putting on your website, especially what you're actually putting in your blog post titles. A lot of times I see people just saying blueberry smoothie. But what makes your blueberry smoothie different from all the others out there? Is it higher protein? Is it vegan? What's unique about it? You want to make sure and put that in the title and use that as your keyword. So think more specific, or you might see the term long tail keywords. That's what you want to focus on, not just blueberry smoothie, but protein blueberry smoothie, vegan blueberry smoothie, whatever it is. Next, I want you to Google the topic you're about to write about. So let's say you're going to write a blog post about nutrition for cancer patients. So you put that into Google, look at the results on the first page. Google now usually includes a people also ask about halfway down the page. And this is some really great questions to include in your blog posts. You can also scroll to the very bottom of the search results, and you'll usually see some other things that people are commonly searching. So it might say nutrition for cancer patients guide, nutrition for cancer patients foods to avoid, or something like that. So these are subtopics you want to make sure to include in your blog posts to make your post super SEO friendly. And while we're on the topic of topics, along with that, I want you to think about when you are posting particular topics. So if you are doing any recipes or any posts about holidays and meals and how to deal with body comments, I know that's a very popular topic in the intuitive eating world, and how to deal with those kinds of complicated things around holidays and families. You don't want to post this December 1st because it takes several months, depending on the age of your website and how optimized your content is and several other factors, but it takes at least 2 to 3 months for your posts to start showing up in Google search. So you might post this blog post about dealing with family at the holidays in July, and maybe you just kind of secretly post it. You don't post it on social media or share it on social media. Maybe you don't send it out to your email list until closer to November, December, the holidays are kicking up. And you can say, hey, I have this great blog post about dealing with family at the holidays and how to count carbs and how to eat healthy at holidays, whatever it is. You can then share your audience, but Google by then has already picked it up, is hopefully showing it in Google search, all that kind of fun stuff. So really think about when you're posting stuff and push those publication dates back. Now, this next tip is particularly for my food bloggers. So if you are someone who's doing a lot of recipes and you're one of those people who writes a lot of backstory and you're talking about why you love this recipe and all that kind of fun stuff, then you want to make sure that you are including an anchor link at the top of your post, because Unfortunately, a lot of people are very impatient and don't love to have to scroll through this very long post, which is great for SEO, but it can be a little annoying. So then people will quickly leave your site, which can negatively impact you. So put an anchor link at the top of your post. Sometimes this is automatically included in the recipe plugin that you're using. So it's already done for you, which is great. So make sure you have that at the top of your post so people can just jump to recipe and unfortunately miss the bulk of your post. They're there for the recipe though, so let's give them what they want. And then my last tip is to make sure you are optimizing your images. So don't just upload your image 1, 2, 3 of, and it's a picture of your blueberry pie or your salad or whatever you made. You want to make sure you have the file name as your keywords and also that image text is talking about what's in that image. So blueberry pie sitting on white countertop next to a measuring cup or something, whatever it is. You want to make sure that it is actual alt text. You're not just keyword stuffing, but that you are describing your whatever's in the picture, using those keywords to describe it so that it's beneficial from a keyword standpoint, but also is actually the correct alt text. Google doesn't like when we just sit there and keyword stuff the alt text with a bunch of different keywords trying to use better SEO. So those are just a few of my favorite SEO tips specifically for the nutrition professionals, but I have tons of other SEO videos on this channel, so make sure you check out my playlist and other videos. Subscribe so you don't miss future videos. If you have any questions about SEO or working with me, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Check out my website, and otherwise I will see y'all next time.